I was working with a company in Kentucky, and they had a miserable time with the fabric because in their part of the world, they believe the fabric has missed 30% of the locations. A lot of the maps get built with satellite photos. And quite honestly, if you look at where I came from in Appalachia, you wouldn't know there was a house there. And so I think that's what happens. The tree covers not only cover the houses, a lot of times they cover the roads. I really think that at the end of all of this, after BEAD's finally awarded, we're still going to be millions of locations that were missed. We're going to find that out when local politicians get the BEAD maps and local ISPs who want the BEAD maps come back and go, hey, you missed a whole lot of places.
So people are amazed at the savings. Boy, BEAD is costing a lot less than we expected. And the primary reason for that is erosion in eligibility. In Ohio, when we started the BEAD process, we identified 247,000 unserved locations. Post-challenge, that got cut in half to about 117,000 locations. Then we awarded in BEAD 76,000 locations. Only 40,000 of those ended up getting fiber. So compared to the original 247,000 locations, we only awarded 16% of them. 40 to 60% of the locations that should be eligible for BEAD are being gaslighted. It's a bipartisan betrayal of rural America. The problem that I have with LEO is, and fixed wireless as well, is you go to higher frequencies, it won't go through the leaves. GPS at low frequencies will go through the leaves. So there's this impression, hey, I got GPS in the woods, I can get LEO in the woods. Just not true.
One of the critical issues at this point in time, particularly in the BEAD process, is actually disclosure of data by federal agencies. My expectation was on the 5th or the 6th or shortly thereafter, we would see all the plans that were submitted, not approved, but submitted. And as it turns out, the NTIA is still listing those all as pending. The NTIA in the past has done a lot of things where they release a data set and never release it again. And this contrasts with, say, the Census Bureau that has a schedule of releases and it's like clockwork.
ISPs can take speed tests when they hook up a new broadband serviceable location. There is no reason not to ask them to do this, then reports up to that state level, and the federal government gets to see it too. So as you're trying to ultimately prove what has been funded and whether or not that there has actually been a network built out of that funding, this is proof and ongoing proof, not just a field check initially as the network gets built, but we've got to show long term for years that these networks not only were built, but were built with the capacity necessary.
Right now, we don't know what we don't know. We think we have a view of the world, and it may completely change when the final results are released. I don't think the last chapter is written here.